Okay guys, I'm back, and yes, I did a bunch of grinding and one or two other things regarding the cards. So yes, I did a bit of grinding on the cactars because they give 20 AP per battle if you actually get to kill one. So basically I got pretty much all these GF to learn all these nice abilities that I want them to know up until this point. The fun thing about fighting the cactar is you get like a shitload of AP for the GF, but not XP for your character. So you can like upskill the GF very, very fast and not touch your own experience level, making it so that you don't become too over-leveled too early. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to unjunction all the GF. I don't know if you guys are interested in this. I'm going to go through this either way, because like this is probably the part of the game that this is kind of what I live for. Like this, like seeing how you get stronger over a period of time. That's what kind of makes it fun for me. So I'm gonna quickly do this. So I'm gonna rejunction and distribute all my GF so everybody is equally, how can I say? Yeah, so it's equally distributed amongst everyone, so we can have the optimal strength in our teams. So obviously I need the strength junction to Squall, and giving him, and I need the strength bonus as well for Squall. So giving him Ifrit is kind of a no-brainer. That's definitely what we're going to be doing. So another thing. What we do now want is we have the elemental attack and defense, which Ifrit gives us, but we want this as well for the statuses. So I like to give Squall the least amount of GF for the biggest amount of return, because he's a bit of an overpowered character as it is. We want to give the other characters as much leeway as we can. So I'm going to give him Carbuncle. I call it Carbuncle, whatever. And just so we can have the same as we got from Siren, but on Squall as well, and we get them at Vitality. Now, it would be nice to have the Spirit as well, which I'm thinking we're probably going to give him. I just want to quickly do this, because we're going to be doing this either way. Just want to add a draw at the bottom. I'm quickly going to add... I'm going to add Leviathan, because it has Spirit Junction and not much else. So I'm not really gonna be depriving any of the other characters of anything. It's basically, and I think it's either Carbuncle or Leviathan that has the ×3 ability. Ability ×3, we're getting that from Carbuncle, which is nice. And all that Leviathan gives us is Spirit and Magical, and the status effect, a status element of the element attack and defense. You pretty much get that from all the beginner GF, so you're not depriving anyone of anything there. So basically, we have everything we need now. So I'm gonna do auto, and then I'm just gonna quickly change stuff up here. I'm gonna take the regen magic and put it back, because I prefer it that way as of this stage. At this stage, my apologies. And yeah, Reflect, Quake, Meltdown, this all makes a lot of sense. I'm just going to remove the water for now. Probably, I'm going to keep the water in... I'm going to keep the water in my inventory if we need to do some more ability grinding later on. But for now, I'm going to remove the death, because I do not want it to just suddenly, inflict death. So I'm going to put I'm going to put pain here, because it obviously helps. And you can actually remove the blind, because, well, pain also blinds you. So you can put this towards anything else. I would pretty much think, yeah, see, sleep. Yeah, see, so pain doesn't put you to sleep, so defend against sleep as well. So basically, because I want to put the... Okay, no, actually, you know what? I want to... I'll put blind, so they don't do any physical... They can't do any physical attacks. Great, so Squall is set. Oh yeah, Squall is not completely set up. We need to add these abilities. So what I want is the Strength, Vitality, and Spirit bonuses. Basically, because every time he levels up, he gets an extra one. So I know I don't get as strong like immediately as I would, but you kind of want this. It's kind of a no-brainer, especially the Strength and Spirit. The late game, you kind of want that. So like I can easily add. If his strength is now 119. So I can easily just add like strength plus 40 and suddenly it like explodes. And I can add HP plus 40 and now suddenly it has 6000. But you know, I'm not going to do that. I prefer to have it level up gradually. So who do we want to do the mugging? The mugging will probably be done by Irvine. I prefer that. So we're going to be giving him Diablos and Shiva, because Shiva just, what's nice about Shiva is she just fills up the rest, as you can see, like the strength, vitality and the spirit. And what we want here is we want him to have 3 abilities, which Diablos gives us, and we want him to have HP ability with an 80% increase. So he's gonna have quite a lot of HP. So for now, why do I keep doing that? Okay, so we're gonna have item and then draw. I'm not gonna be using all those other abilities, don't really care for it. So mug is obviously gonna be, I like to put it last. So I'm gonna be putting HP plus 80, spirit plus 40, and mug. So you're gonna see the HP is has jumped considerably. But I'm going to put the regen back so as not to make it too high. I know it feels like I'm kind of under junctioning my characters, but that's kind of the point. So what I'm going to be doing as well is, because he's one of my carry characters, I'm going to add Shiva to the mix, of Siren to the mix there. So we can have the, let's see, it has the magic bonus, but I don't really care about the magic bonus. But what you want there is you want these added as well. So I want to remove the pain once more here and add pain to his defense status defense. And I want to remove death because I'm going to be doing mugging with him. You don't want that. And he might as well put the characters to sleep. Yeah, and have death. Being confused is a bit of a schlep. But it doesn't happen that often, so I'm not going to be bothered by that for too much now. So, great stuff. So what I'm going to be doing is just adding the rest to Zal. So he's going to have Queeza. Brothers is going to... What's nice about Brothers is going to fill up the strength and the spirit junction, which he requires. And then Pandemona, which is going to give him strength. He does not have status effect junctions as of yet. We do not have GF that can add that, and we don't have items to add that as of now, but we will be fixing that as we continue. So again, do that, and he's going to be getting HP plus 80, and he's going to get strength plus 40, which HP bonus is actually HP bonus is not bad. You know, I'm probably going to give him HP bonus. Him and Squall, they're gonna have quite low health levels, but we can work with that because him getting the HP bonus is gonna negate the need to add very strong magic to your HP junction later on in the game. So I'm gonna keep using the regen for now, which is fine. I'm gonna remove the arrow here. I don't want him to be faster than the race. It just breaks the symmetry for me, so you know, I'm not about that. So the pain magic, I can just remove the water once more. So yeah, I'm gonna use the pain magic elsewhere for now, seeing as it can be used in status. Whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna be putting it here by magic. Not that I'm too bothered by that right at this point. At this point in time. Otherwise, I can just keep it there and just, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep it there. And I'm gonna give Quake back as the magic boost. Shell and life works well here. I'm just gonna see, well, yeah, because we used some of their magic. Just gonna quickly status magic. This should be some sleeps. I wanna sleep, sleeping powder. But I think, yeah, I'll use the sleeping powder just to fill up his sleeps. And yeah, the ammo refine, we can quickly do that if there's anything that... Okay, the energy crystals refines pulse ammo. We're going to need that for Squall's fastest weapon. Not going to be worried too much about that now. Sharp spikes, definitely. Armor piercing ammo is insane. So yes, we definitely want that. Demolition ammo, of course. Why not? Fire ammo, hell yeah. We want those. Oh, another pulse ammo. Yes, and that's going to be dark ammo. Yes, dark ammo is... Dark ammo effectively inflicts pain on the enemy, so you definitely want that. Support magic. Just want to quickly check here. Support magic. Yeah, we kind of need a lot of Sunas. Quickly want to see if something else can. Yeah, maybe the M-stone pieces would be better. Dragon skin. Yeah, let's see the reflex. You know, I'm thinking M-stone pieces just to fill up everyone's Sunas, because you kind of want those. It's always a good magic to have. I'm just going to quickly check. Yeah, there's a whole page of 4 left for him. A whole page plus 1, and for him... Okay, I see he only has 1 slot left. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to take some of his magic, Irvine's, exchange, and we're going to be giving the... what magic aren't we going to be using? We're probably not going to be using the Berserk. Just give the Berserk to her, as well as... Vara. Definitely not going to be using Vara. That was just for test draws. Faraga, same thing. Don't care about that. Curas we can use later on. Hey, so there we go. That's good. Good. So we're going to be using items to quickly just heal up our characters. And, yeah. We should be good. That should be all the GF junctions. Everyone is spread out nice and evenly. So we're going to quickly save once more. Okay, so another thing that I did while I was away. Oh yeah, I'm just going to quickly add the encounter none once more. Okay, another thing that I did was I kind of fixed the card rules across the regions, because I kind of removed the all junction, the all rule from everywhere, because Balam Garden is kind of the only region that does not have any card rules. So every time I played against them and I didn't mix, it kind of removed the open rule from there. So what you basically need to do, if you ever lose the open rule, because you want the open rule all the time, you really you want the open rule. So what you can do if you lose it, best thing I've noticed, I've found, is we're not doing the Queen of Cards side quest. I might not do it completely because I'm not going to be doing the Chocobo Forest, but what you can do is you can go to the Queen of Cards over here in Balam and then just outright buy the rule that you want, and then it spreads that rule out through the region wherever she is. We're going to keep her in Balam because she's only going to move until we actually play against her. So I just bought the open rule, made sure it's spread throughout, just played against the character in Balam, made sure it's spread. And then I abolished the elemental, as well as the... Well, I think we did that most. Yeah, I showed you how to abolish the elemental as well as the sudden death rules in Timber. And yeah, Dolet already has its rules abolished, and yeah, the only problematic one here is still that we still have is the rules in Fisherman's Horizon. Yes, that's the one where I abolished as well. We did that. And yeah, Timber, which is Galbadia, they still have the same rule, but I don't really worry about the same rule, especially if all the rules have the cards being shown as open. Then you can pretty much negate that by just focusing. So what we're going to quickly do is, I just want to get some of the rare cards because it's just nice. It's not even a good card, it's just part of my playthrough. But I want to get the Quezacotl, whatever, Quasar card. And it should be played exclusively by Mayor Dobe here in Fisherman's Horizon. So what I'm going to quickly do, I'm just going to save here, and I'm going to play a few card games against him. So it's, you guys will see that's a lot more forgiving playing cards, seeing as I did do the abolishing. If you ever want to see tutorials about that, there is a few guys online that shows you how to manipulate the RNG in order to do that, like every single time. But we used, in the previous video, we used this Ultima Junction of Ultima Draw Point in order to do that. Another thing, this one is if one use only, if I'm not mistaken, can be used again, but it helps with the RNG manipulation. So we're gonna quickly, yeah, and just another thing, never, ever, ever mix rule set unless you're doing manipulations. But again, seeing as we kind of made all the rules the same across the board, it's not really that big a deal. The only rule this place still has is no rules, because we abolished all of them. So yeah, this is just easy game here, because we're just using all our strongest cards, and we're just going to be waiting for him to play the card that we want him to play. He is... oh yeah, and the people here take a while to decide how they want to play. Not sure why they do that. And yes, it can become a bit irritating. So what we want to do, I'm going to play it defensively for now and see what he does. Okay, so if I do... I don't know what this guy's up to, but if I play... Yeah, so if I play this card, he can't really take me on either side. Yeah, and then I might as well just do this because I am winning by default. So, there we go. Which card do I want? I think that refines into Fury Fragments, which is kind of nice. I should have taken the Alvarez because I don't have it yet, but again, I'm not collecting cards so much as just, you know, getting the rare ones. So he's going to be doing that again, which is fun, I guess. I think I'm going to be negating the Quistis card because it's not that nice of a card, especially in, you know, using it in game. So I'm going to be blocking him off here. He's probably going to be taking that, and he's going to be taking that one as well. So we will be drawing, which is not an issue because, well, there's no sudden death or random or anything like that. There we go. He's now playing the Quasar card, which we indubitably want. So, yeah, should just play this safe, play defensively, and we should be able to defeat him quite easily. So if I'm going to play this card, and then he can actually play 2 cards to take it back. But then I'm going to block him off, and I will... There we go. So I will win this pretty much no matter what I do, because I'm going to be blocking him off here, and he can't take any cards, and I win, and there we go. Great stuff. So now that we have that card, we can go ahead and save, because, well, yeah, I don't want to lose the card. Otherwise, I'm going to have to play and play and play and get it back again, which is what we do not want. So I'm going to quickly save on my main save point. And I'm going to play a few games against, what's his name? What's his face? Martini. He has a very nice deck of cards. Because he confiscated all the cards from... Yeah, I'm just going to remove that one. Diablos, Minotaur, and Sacred. He confiscated all the cards from the students in the garden that he used to be head of. So, you know, a bit of a dick move, but what can you do? So I'm going to quickly see what he does. But yeah, if this takes too long, which it kind of looks like it's going to do, I'll probably do this off screen as not to... You know, as not to bore you guys, but I'll play a few, and then I think we can quickly continue with the game. So I'm gonna play like 2 more, and I'll do some card grinding in my own time, as not to bore you guys with this. But this one shouldn't be difficult either. There we go, so I'm just gonna block him off, and I win. I think this refines into something nice. That is an impressive pair of triceps on that creature. Nicely done. Oh yeah, Crestas, they refined into 10 holy stones, which is nice. We don't have any holy stones. We don't have any holies as of yet. We're gonna have to refine those at some point. I'm gonna do it via the moonstones. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other methods, but yeah, I like to use the moonstones. Yeah, he's kind of cock blocking me here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that card. Oh, that's weird. He didn't try to take it back. I can't remember what the Red Giant gives you. I don't know if it's Mighty Guards or what, but yeah, just wanna check that out. Oh, he has Ultimate Weapon cards. That's nice. That is very nice. So I'm just going to play this defensively once more. Kind of hoped he would do that, so he can take that card back, and we should be winning no matter what. There we go. The Ultima Weapon card just refines back into Ultima Stones if you have a few of them, which is cool. I'm not going to be using that because it will take ages. But I think we can now quickly continue with the main story, because what's coming up now is a bit of a... I wouldn't say it's like extremely boring, but it's a bit... It's the long... what do you call it? The long kind of auto-scrolling segment, which kind of explains everyone's past, and there where you find out where everyone used to live at the same orphanage in the past. And yeah, and then you get the significance of what Idia means to them and all of that. So we're gonna get that via the Trabia Garden expedition, which Selphie asked us to go to because she wants to know what happened to Trabia Garden. So we're gonna oblige and go check up on the place, because as we have it right now, as it stands, it should have been kind of obliterated by the missiles. So everyone's kind of hoping and praying that they probably got their garden up and running as well, but yeah, spoilers, they did not. So, you know, such is life. That garden should be not too far from here. I'm thinking I should be going a bit more that way. I always struggled the first time, but yeah, I think, yeah. These trees look familiar. It should be in there. As you can see, the garden is pretty much fucked. But such is life. I'm gonna drop down another save here. And we will then go inside. Yeah, she's gonna be all sad and sad. Oh yeah, we're also gonna be getting the selfie card from her friend inside, and yeah, that's one of the main reasons you want to come on this expedition, other than it's part of the main storyline, so you don't really have a choice. So let's just climb over here, and there's one or two things that I can quickly show you. Yeah, Selphie's upset. We'll go check up on her. So one thing you should remember, when you get to this screen, you'll see in the right hand corner there is a book there. It is missable. Just pick it up. It's a monthly weapons issue. This should be something we do not care about. Before we speak to them, let's just go around this corner. And there should be a Timber Maniacs there. And also an invisible draw point. There we go. And yeah, that's pretty much it around here. You can, if you progress throughout this area, you can actually see Selphie mourning some of her friends around here. But, you know, that's a bit depressing, and no one wants to see that right now. So we're just going to quickly speak to them. You've been looking out after Selphie. Oh, yeah, well, I kind of did, you know. I mean, I don't know if anyone's gonna call me out on this, but I think there's not much to call me out on. Because I did. So, you know, that is that. So what we're going to do now is just going to come around here. You can go on around this side. There's a save point here, which I don't care about now. You can speak to these kids. Yeah, just talking about books and shit. You can actually go around here and then start this thing up. And they're going to tell you that it doesn't work. Oh, it's up because Squall has the innate ability to just get shit technology up and running. Personal databank, if you squint, if you look quickly, you'll see it should flash Selphie's details there for a second. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, nothing else really here. You can speak to this guy. Yeah, I got the PC up for a little for a second, but whatever. Okay. And then Selphie's gonna have she's gonna have a moment with these two. Yay, getting teddy bears, blah blah blah. All happy. This only happens when you go past this area, so we're gonna run past and give us some space. And this is gonna be I'll be there in a sec by the basketball courts. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you will see her here. Yeah. I did it, everyone. I now carry out my dream. Yeah, so this is a very sad moment. So yeah, we're just gonna leave her be, you know, just let her have her moment. Okay, so what we're gonna do is gonna quickly go around here. We can speak to these people, if I'm not mistaken. These are one of the missiles that did not explode, which is, I guess, cool or not. Okay, so here's the. I'm gonna scroll through this as fast as I physically can. Because, yeah, this just explains that all of them were in the same orphanage. Even Irvine. But we all forgot it because of the GF that we've been using. So, because the GF takes up parts in our brain, I guess. And it makes us forget. But Irvine hasn't had any experience with GF, as the rest of us did. So he remembers all of us, but he wanted to bring it up in the beginning, but then he kind of felt like he's not going to bring it up because he thought, well, if we all forgot it, then it might not have been as important to us. So, you know, poor guy, I get where he's coming from. So yeah, it's just Renoa telling us that, you know, she's not, yeah, like she feels like she's holding everyone back in battle because she's not so battle hard and stuff. And then everybody's starting to cheer up and say, no, we're a team, you know, we're friends. And then he just starts to tell us about the orphanage that he grew up in. And then we start realizing that, hey, we were all there. Orphanage, yes. We all remember the orphanage now. And everyone is like, why didn't you tell us? And I thought, you know, it was kind of sucky that you guys didn't remember me, so I just thought I won't bring it up. But yeah, all of us were here. Zell, Selfie, Irvine, Questis, everybody. And obviously even Squall. What a shameful sight. Squall is not happy with himself. Yeah, fun fact, Cypher was here as well. Why am I running that side? Cypher was here as well, so you know, that's kind of cool. Yeah, they're just kind of they're obviously not here. We're gonna be going there, but they're just kind of remembering this now. So this is nice. And there we go. There's Cypher, still the douchebag he always was. Still pissing off Zell as always. And I'm just gonna go past everyone. I don't have to. Zell always crying and screaming. Irvine, sorry I don't remember you. Questis, I think you were difficult to deal with. Selfie, always full of energy. So yeah, there's a big bond between all of us, and now we will also realize that that our matron, whatever, at the orphanage was in fact Edia, or Edia. So you know, that's a bit of a that's a big deal. So I think they're pretty much talking about why. One of them suspects it's because of the... I'm not leaving, just... Okay. Yeah, there we go. Elone was sis, and everybody remembers her as well. But Squall most of all because he kind of grew, you know, grew very fond of her. Because he kind of grew up with her from the beginning and kind of saw her as his big sister. They're not related by blood in any way, but what can you do? Okay, Questis is all sad because she thought she was in love with Squall, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, they're just saying that the GF is the reason that they're all forgetting. Irvine remembers because he did not use any GF, and then they're all like, dude, but Selfie didn't use any GF either. And then she said, nope, found one in the forest. I have a confession to make. I found a GF inside a monster, and I junctioned it, so I, you know, I used the GF as well. I'm used to talking while I'm playing, so Throat gets a bit dry. Yeah, so Matron is Sorcerer's idea, and it kind of sucks for everybody. You know, like, oh, we have to try and kill the woman that, you know, raised us. And that sucks for all of us. So yeah. Because she turned out to be a sorceress as well. I know I'm kind of trying to narrate the whole story. I said in the beginning I'm not going to do that, but I mean, we're doing this part. I might as well talk about it. So yeah. This should possibly be the end of that. Yeah, that sounds right. And they're all like, just Renoa, come on, it's cool. We're bros. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, so we're gonna go to the orphanage now, and then there's gonna be a big ass battle, but I'm gonna be doing that in this video. Okay, yeah, so fearless, you know, it's all cool. So before we leave, we just want to quickly go back, because for some reason they want us to just go pick up and leave, but we want to quickly go back and get the selfie card from our friend. And seeing as we used the foreign exchange student in Galbadia to overnight, would you like to help rebuild our wonderful academy? Yeah, I think I gave her something. Whatever. I can't take this really. Thank you, but please put it. Please take back your donation. I can't remember why. But anyway, we okay. Do not want to mix rules again. We do not want to mix rules because that could possibly ruin the manipulations that we did. So I just want to ask her until she stops asking to mix the rules. And yeah, because they only have the elemental rule left, they had random and another one that we didn't like, and we abolished them using the Trabia foreign exchange student that was residing in the Galbadian garden. So you know, that's pretty nice. Otherwise this battle gets really irritating. So they don't have the open rule here. I could probably have gotten that pretty easily. But seeing as you're already playing the card, and I'm probably not going to be playing anyone else. Well, otherwise, we can just quickly do that so I can show you guys how it's done. So we'll do that just after this. But for now, I just want to block him off, and then I'm going to be winning this game by default. So there we go, winning the selfie card, and we're out of here. So I'm going to quickly show you guys how to do the spreading the open rule across. So basically what happens if you have a certain, because we're now in possession of the Trabia, whatever rule set. So, and it's gonna stay in the memory for now. So we want to get a different region's rule set. What basically happens is the reason why it asks us to mix rules is basically that's exactly what it wants to do. And if there's a certain rule in a certain region that's not already there, that you're bringing from another region, then it's probably going to try and spread those rules throughout the region, and you don't want that necessarily. But regarding the open rule, well, you want that. So we're just going to quickly grab ourselves the Balam rules, and yeah, I just want to keep saying no until she doesn't ask us anymore. Probably the wrong person to ask this of, because she keeps bending back down to the kitchen sink. But there we go. They only have open and all as trade rules. The trade rules, don't really care about that, but we want the open rule to spread. They don't have the open rule, so we're gonna quickly quit. So we're in possession now of the Balam rule. So we want to quickly go back to the Trabia continent, because that's going to be applicable to everything in the Trabia continent, so it will be applicable and helpful later on. So we want to quickly go back, and we'll somehow go back to the we can go pretty much anywhere, but I'll just go back to the garden and ask that same girl to play as to spread the rules. So the only rule that we have, that because they're only going to be spreading rules that they don't have, which obviously makes sense. So the rule we have, and it's the only rule that Balam has, is the open rule. They do not have the open rule. So we want them to, want the open rules. So what we're going to do is, we're going to ask her to play. She's going to ask us, do we want to mix the rule sets? We're going to say yes. In this case, we want to mix the rule sets because then open is going to be part of the rule set. See, in the beginning they only had elemental. Trade, we can actually... Chances are the trade rule is going to be the one that's going to, spread, but who knows. But they only had elemental as the standard rules. Now we're giving them the open rule as well. So what they're pretty much going to try and do is spread that along. So we don't have to play, we can just quit. Open rule has spread through this region. So now for the rest of the game, the open rule will be set in stone. So we can now play a game of cards against her, and the open rule is there. And I don't really care for the selfie card. Actually, I do care for the selfie card. Selfie card is nice for the lower left corner. So yeah, that's basically how you do that, guys. And let's quickly win this one. There, we blocked him off, so he can't really win that one anymore. And that's a loss for him. Doesn't really matter, we're already in front, so we win. And we're taking all the cards. Now it's not gonna be guaranteed that the trade rule is gonna stick at all times. But in this case it does seem to have... Well, the only reason that's the case is because we're mixing the rules. If we stop mixing the rules, then their own rule set's gonna come back into play. Their only rule set is gonna come back into play. So yeah, we're blocking them off, and we win. There we go, so we can now leave this area. So what we want to do now is we want to go to the Centra continent, which is way on the other side. I'm just going to open up the menu like this, but we're going to quickly cheat that. Seeing as we're on, well, a globe, technically and logically, we're supposed to end up where? On the other side. So we're just going to quickly go to Edia's house. We don't have to actually go inside. We can just go there, because the next big confrontation will occur about here, because you can see the Galbanian garden is over there. But I'm not going to go closer there. We could just say, oh, look, this place looks familiar. So what we want to do now is I'm going to leave the garden here for now, because what I want to do, I have the encounter non ability on. Okay, so I'm going to save here, just for in case it actually tries to initiate a battle with us. But because I don't want that now, I want to get into a fight, which is always a nice thing. So we want to get into a fight, and we want to get into a fight with a, well, let's be honest, difficult goddamn enemy. We want a high level ruby dragon, because they have flare magic as well as meteor magic. We definitely want those. Of course, the encounter none is still active. I am a stupid man. So if it's not level 30 or above, we do not care. And I want to be drawing a lot of magic from it. So I'm going to be escaping all the encounters that I have. Just keep in mind the problem with the Ruby Dragon, if you have not yet fought those, they have this godforsaken ability which is called Breath. Now Breath is a anal rapage of a spell, and it is pretty goddamn devastating. So yeah, we're going to be curing everybody quite a few times. You can technically mug... it's Betrayal Swords. Okay, I don't care. But yeah, we want the Ruby Dragon here. And yeah, it takes a while sometimes. And I might possibly be in the wrong forest for this, but we'll see. Because yeah, that the chances of coming up against them is also pretty low. So what I quickly do is I want to mug him. I think he has the sharp spikes. There we go. And I'm just going to run away for the rest. Like I said, I don't want to level too much right now. There should be a smaller forest around here. that possibly has those ruby dragons. I could swear I could remember a smaller forest that had a more frequent where I encountered them a lot more frequently. It was a very small, tiny little forest. Yo, okay. The encounters are pretty insane now. My step count is working against me now. For some reason I'm not getting those ruby dragons. But I am indeed getting a lot of goddamn encounters, which is a bit irritating. Come on, just give me a ruby dragon. There we go. So let's quickly see if he is the correct level. He is not. So yeah, he is kind of useless to fight. Now, I want to quickly see if I have a GF. Oh no, I don't have the level up thing. So I'm kind of screwed in that regard, because there's one of the GF you can actually add an ability that levels up and levels down monsters that you encounter. I don't want them. I think it has to be at least level 60 or around about. So it needs to be a pretty high level ruby dragon for it to have that type of magic. But I want that magic now, so I'm just gonna quickly try this. Otherwise I'm gonna go try and get the Tonberry, the Tonberry GF, because I mean, just it's an easy GF to acquire, especially early game. And then you have another GF which you can use to call shop and stuff like that. So you don't have to go to shops anymore. You can just call it upon yourselves. Wow, the encounters are really like every step you take, there's an encounter, so it's pretty insane. But yeah, I do believe I am not the correct level for this. What do you have to draw? Oh, life magic. Might as well use it, because I do believe we used life to revive Squall at some point, so I can just quickly run away. I think that whole level up thing actually can be procured via Tonberry. So, because there's different ways of getting meteor and flare magic. We can get it a bit later on in the game as well, but I want to get it as soon as possible, you know, for the OP-ness of it. But yeah, encountering ruby dragons this stage is, especially the level appropriate ones, seems to be a bit difficult. Let's see this one. If this one, again, I see the breath already does that, and that's already quite disturbing. So just want to quickly see what the junctions are. And on Squall, nothing. And on Irvine, water. We do not want water. This is a bit irritating. Like usually I would have been a lot higher level at this stage of the game. But seeing as I'm playing it a bit differently as per the usual, this is not the case. This should only have those, yeah. Man, I just want... So yeah, this is a bit irritating. What do you have? Like, you're also pretty sad, yeah. Air type. I know, who cares? Who cares about your air types? Come on. Come on. But I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be getting the level appropriate ones here now. Otherwise, I'm going to have to grind that out, which I don't really want to do again this early in the game. Yeah, otherwise I'm just going to have to get those spells elsewhere, or just at a later stage. I'm going to try the next Ruby Dragon I encounter. If I don't get it, then I'm probably going to stop this video for now and head to the ruins, the Central ruins. So in the next video we can just pretty much start out by destroying a bunch of Tonberries, so we can get the we can fight the Tonberry King, and it should have full lives for us to draw, so that's kind of nice. If I'm not mistaken, it should have full lives. That's if we're the correct level, which I'm pretty sure we are. If we're just above 30, then what's Irvine's level 25? Yeah, you see, that's part of the problem. We should probably kill some of these. Yeah, let's just kill some of these. That thing has a lot of HP. It doesn't really look like it, but it does have a lot of HP. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just junction death to Irvine's attacks, so this can happen a lot more quickly. Probably just gotta get Irvine up to level 30 as well. But I'm thinking I should probably kill off the rest in order to do that. Junction Irvine, magic, make it a death, and sleep, whatever. Yeah, I'm thinking I should probably do that. Yeah, Pain and Blind, and Zal doesn't have any. Save. So I'm gonna be saving quite a few times because, yeah, if ever Zal Irvine comes into contact with an enemy, that's probably gonna kill him. So you should probably, yeah, you should kill him instantly because he has death magic junctioned. There we go, insta kills. And yeah, now he just has to inflict death upon those creatures, which shouldn't be too hard for most of them. If he encounters a ruby dragon, that's gonna kinda suck. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm taking you guys along for this ride this time because, I don't know, why stop there? Might as well continue. I mean, he's getting, yeah, he's getting quite a few headshots, and he's on a kill streak at this point. This should be another one-shot kill. Oh, no, it isn't. No, it isn't again. Impressive. And there we go. The nice thing is he's pretty high HP, so you know that helps. But with him at level 30, our chances of getting the high level enemies is a bit better, because that brings our average up to, well, more. So yeah, that's definitely what we want. Oh yes, nice XP. You did. Some of them don't go all red, like most of them do. Some of them, even if you inflict instant death upon them, they will just do the standard falling down and dying thing. Okay, that was quite a lot of HP of XP, but still not enough. Of course, it's a ruby dragon, but it's a pretty weak Souls one. I'm pretty sure the death is never gonna work against him because they just have a very high spirit, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that kind of screws with the old canon, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's never gonna happen. So I might just leave this one be and not even bother. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna leave this one because it's gonna be a schlep either way. But yeah, that one was even a lower level than the others that we encountered. But again, our average level is now at below 30 because, well, we're the only ones in the party right now. So, you know, that kind of makes sense. Come on, there we go. And you did. Okay, just 1.5 more levels roundabouts. Shouldn't be too long now. Here we go. If we do encounter a ruby dragon of such scale, I'm pretty sure it will probably just insta-kill us. But we'll stay confident. Yeah, it charges himself, meaning I get... well, usually I get damaged if I shoot him, but not in this case. I'm guessing an insta-kill does not count in that regard. Oh yes, that I'm thinking these give me quite a lot more XP. And I'm thinking the XP is calculated towards the HP of the enemy that you encountered. Could be mistaken. Don't know. But I do think it's that. Or it could be the level of the enemy. Who knows? But yeah, these insta-kills are pretty funny. Hey baby, yes, I know. The cat once more, seeking all the love. Of course she does. Okay, we're almost done with this. I realize that this must be pretty boring to look at, unless you're the type that likes to torture themselves. Like, of course I'm enjoying this. This is, well, still the best game ever. And I will continue to love this game until the end of time. You did. Already turned around. That sucks for me, but you did. And you should be dead as well. I'm pretty sure this is gonna get us. There we go. Level 30. Sharp spikes. Okay, cool. So now we can quickly revive these two numbskulls and just get their HP nice and high and drop down a save. And quickly see what happens if we encounter another ruby dragon. If that's not the case, we'll just do this later. Or we can just basically get the Tonberry, get the level up and level down abilities, and you know, just find one and why am I attacking? Might as well. There we go. I'm gonna take the death off of Irvine's attacks, because I don't want that to become a thing as of yet. And that'll be later. So yeah, just inflict blind on those mofos. Okay, come on, one more ruby dragon just to prove my point, or just to ensure that I'm not running away needlessly. But I'm pretty sure the work I did just now will have been pointless. But let us observe. There we go. Not what we want. So we will be leaving, and we will be going to the Centra ruins, where I will be finishing off the video for now. Where is the orphanage? I want to go back to the orphanage. Oh, okay, there's the garden. Yeah, cool. It's over there. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly add the encounter none once more, because this will be a bit irritating if I do not do that. So, Irvine, please give us no encounters, if you please. If yet please, your highness. Here is a chocobo forest. I will probably not be doing that, because that shit pisses me off a lot. So just to... what am I doing? Okay, so I just want to make sure that I do not initiate in battle with that other garden, because I do not want to. What I need to do is I need to find another alcove to get up on, because we need to be... here we go. Because the Centra ruins... I quickly double check this. The Centra ruins should be... Where is it again? It should be more towards this way. Oh yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure it's on that. Oh, it's on this continent. Yes, it should be around here. There we go. We're at the Sintra Ruins, which is where we will be obtaining our Tonberries from. Oh, the Tonberry King. Oh, we're going to be fighting the Tonberry King, which will enable us to get the Tonberry GF, which will be very helpful. But for now, guys, I'm thinking I'm gonna put a stop to this video for now. And yeah, we didn't get that much done now. You can actually see the blocks. It's kind of sad. Anyway, so yeah, I know we didn't get that much done in this video, but it's kind of dragging on now. But I hope this was entertaining and informative. If not, well, I don't fucking, yeah, who cares? But anyway, so you guys have a nice day, evening, whenever you're watching this, and I am outies.